right, I think it's time we got this party started. Wow. What's up, everybody? Oh, I am not positioned correctly for this at all. Yo, hey, everybody! I'm late! Significantly, by 3 hours. Mayans bonked me for this already, and what I should have done for next time I will explain eventually. But hi! How's it going, everybody? Hope you're all doing fantastic on this lovely, lovely Thursday. Soon to be Friday, if not already Friday from a lot of you. Yeah, terribly sorry for being late. I think I needed that, though. Lots of playing with some good people, playing Super Animal Royale with the Glacial Court over on Shira's stream. Say what you want about that, but honestly, like, I feel like I needed it. I woke up today, rolled over to go back to sleep so I could get a full 8 hours. And then when I woke up again, I was shaking in a cold sweat. It was not a good time. I had some kind of nightmare. I can't remember what it was, but you know what? It wasn't stopping for the longest time. Like it was 3 hours after I'd woken up. I was still shaky. Not feeling like that anymore though. Feeling pretty good. Music is a little bit on the quiet end. Here, let me turn this up a little bit. There we go. So yeah, we're here with a rare image. I got a lot of this done over the last couple of days. The line art's all put in at this point. And I've gotten the Mad Lad. Yeah, this train doesn't stop. If things had gone on another hour over on the Glacial Court side, bonk out. I think I might have canceled, but as it is, I could definitely get away with I think doing some work. Out, more bonks. Yeah, lots of bonks. Okay, get it out of your system. I deserve to be bonked. Yes. What? I get it. I do deserve the bonk. All the bonks. What? Why the constant bonking? Ah. Why the constant bonking? Okay. Jeez. I know. I need to be more responsible next time. Listen, spare me. You had one job. I'm sorry. It was comfy. I wanted to leave. Like, I knew I had stream, but it was so comfy I didn't want to leave. Honestly, I told you how to handle it. Yeah, you told me 2 hours after the fact, and it felt wrong to just suddenly like go live. I felt like piggybacking. It felt rude. Like if I would have done that, I don't know. It felt like I don't know. Oh, hoster? Yeah. I mean, I did host her on the channel. And tell everyone where you were. Yeah. Next time I'll do that. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think to do that. I thought it would be weird, but yeah, next time I'm gonna do out. Yes, okay, I'm learning. I gotta use this noggin of mine. I gotta up my IQ level. I was fairly low IQ. Okay, ow, I got it. I got it. Okay, I'm sorry. I did a goof. I am a goober. I am sorry. I apologize. I shall stop for now. I mean, if you feel like you want to continue, I really kind of can't stop you. I do somewhat, to some extent, deserve it. With you in the background. All right, go make the food. Go do it. All right, so yeah, bit of an art backlog, which I need to clean out. But just know I'm listening. Yeah, you're always listening. I know. I know, man. Actually, hang on. I need to delete that mask. Delete the mask for a sec, and then I need to grab the base color. Got the G pen over here. So yeah. So I've got a lot of different illustrations and whatnot that need working on, but I've been putting off working on them. So I have decided, you know what, we're gonna clear out the backlog. This is the first thing that needs to happen. Can't remember what else is there. I know there's other stuff, but it's not coming to me in the moment. I need to create a list of things in my backlog that need to get taken care of. I know there's the Marinus image, which does need to be addressed. Oh yeah, there's another image which I have been hiding. There's another image that I've been hiding that I need to work on. Dude, wait a minute. That's not how that's supposed to go. There we go. Okay, that's better. And then we'll set that to normal. It's all going to be kind of shaded in this section. Then, bam. Do the circles on their own layer. I don't want to do just a gradient for this. Nothing too insane. And then probably instead, I got shade. Got this. So for a bit of lightning, I feel like it's too much. Hang on, let me grab one of my references really fast. That is not the reference I was thinking about. Oh, actually, that one didn't. Oh boy, hang on. I need to figure out if this is actually going to work or not. No, this actually should work because it is lighter. A bit. I'm gonna do this, create a mask for this. Ah, don't do that though. Silly fool. Oh wait, what the fudge? Get rid of the text. That text doesn't need to be there. This isn't the birthday subathon. That ended a while ago. Alright, bust out the G pen. I feel like I'm probably going to end up being more focused just because I'm trying to think about lighting, how things are supposed to go. Do not be surprised if I am slightly less talkative than normal, I guess. Oops, wait a minute, there we go. Got some shades of dark in there. It's a little weird. It's got too much color into it. Hang on, let me. Yeah, it doesn't quite have the right color for sure. It was coming out all weird and just slightly like, this doesn't, just like, I had this feeling, it's like, yeah, this doesn't look quite right. This doesn't feel quite right. Hopefully that seems to be going a bit smoother now. Like the shade layer here and then do that. Okay, there we go. Deep breaths, deep breaths. Try something else here. Playing around and experimenting a bit. Oh, that's right, because I only did the overall jacket shade. I didn't actually do some of the more detailed shading. Which I should probably start to correct. I had a reference that I had pulled up in preparation for this. Where is it? There it is. Okay, it makes for a really nice skin reference, but now that I think about it, it's not actually a great clothing reference. Huh. Starting to scroll, see if I can find something. Give me but a moment. Okay, pics of it is just like how the style and approach I'm trying to figure out here. Okay, here we go. I'm not too far off. I just need to make it a bit more. Ooh, not that. Look at the chat log above and just laughs. Okay, I mean, you're right, Firehawk. When Mayan and Typhon finally caught wind of where I was, Mayan suspected, and then I straight up gave myself away. And then it just kind of went downhill from there. And then lo and behold, Mayan and Typhon entered the chat. I'm just glad. I'm just glad Shira took it in stride and was enjoying the call out. In the back of my mind, I was going, okay, just don't pop into chat and call me out. Just don't call me into chat and pop me out. Not because I was worried about getting called out. No, that's fine. They absolutely deserve to ream me. But I didn't want to bring that in to the court. But at least it was funny. I'm glad it was funny and it was taken that way. The last thing I want to do is like have it come across as actual drama or something. Well, the games today were fun. I'm hoping everybody had a good time playing tonight, because it was a good session. It seemed like Shira was in a very, very good mood today, which, given some of the stuff that's been happening, I'm glad. I'm just happy to see that everyone had a good day today. The Tommy gun delivery reactions were... those were on point. Those were... was worth every journey. I'm almost always involved in the store action over at Shiz. So I'm just going to say, yeah, you should definitely monitor channel if you think Cat went sneaking off. What? I've been called out. I've been called out. Yeah, it's true. But it's true. What is it? The Tuesday streams, like the 4 to 5 hour, or I guess the 7 to 8 hour, depending on your time zone. You'll see me in there for 1 hour before I'm bailing out to work. I may or may not have almost been late a couple times. It's enjoyable. I just, it's so comfy. It's just the most comfortable time in a game I have had in a long time. But yeah, well, now Mayan knows where to find me. It's like, did Tatsuo sneak off somewhere? Yeah, probably something Glacial Court related. I never said I wasn't guilty. It's a relaxing and fun game where you can throw yourself with it without full tilt, without getting too tilted if things go south. 100%. Given that Maya and I come from League where a bad game will last longer than you would ideally like it to for a negative experience, SAR is a breath of fresh air. It is such a relief of, oh, well, this went badly. Next game. Yeah, you're back into the game in a minute or two. Or you just you're taken out, and if your team's still playing, you're free to get up, get a water. You're not bound and stuck to the action. I mean, or you can leave if it's a random group. I mean, you'll scrap the rewards, but it is an option. And now Mayan's gone and downloaded it, so I now have to debate: do I actually want to do more 3D work, or do I want to play some Star? Maybe I'll do both. Maybe I'll move the art into an earlier time slot, and then at 6 I'll just play Star. Get that boy in there. See how that goes.
Yeah, it hurts sometimes. That's all I got to say.
The jacket is coming together. I need to pull up my reference. I'm gonna pull my reference over to the other monitor.
Yeah, it hurts sometimes.
Less of a problem of style and more of a. I put the shade wrinkles light. I think so. Yeah.
But the way that you look at me, I'm so lost that it's all I see.
Yeah, wait, that's too dark. Too dark.
My therapy takes me right out of the rain.
Oh, right, that's the other image I need to work on. I was trying to think, like, I know I'm missing a project on my backlog. It's the Rashi Mart. I need to work on the Rashi Mart. That one's a fun one. That one's just gonna be a fun one to do. We might be delusional in believing in this Rashi Mart, but gosh darn it, this is our delusion, and we're gonna roll with it. I can't see straight. I can't see straight. Yeah, it's hard sometimes. Don't want to leave that.
Yeah, I feel like I'm suffocating.
With that pocket.
Yeah, the memories have gotta go. I'm not over it and get yours. Like I'm about to break it. Never know what to say. But the way that you look at me, I'm so lost.
Playing on the EU servers is kind of nice too. The NA servers are just a very different game at that hour. I would not be running for delivery runs on mole crates on NA. That's for certain. It'd be a lot riskier. But with only... Oh, I assumed he was in here. Oh, Mayan knew the whole time. Okay, well that figures. He was playing SAR for 3 hours. Oh, well. That obvious, huh? That looks horrifically bad. Let me just delete all that.
I can't see straight.
Ever since I knew you squatted with Shira, I knew he was there when I saw he was in squads. Oh. That I wasn't in. Oh my goodness. Firehawk. Because he never squads solo. Ow. Thanks, Nathan. Thanks for the bonk. I mean, I'll do it sometimes on stream or whatnot, and I've streamed solo on rare occasions to practice, but we all know what that practice is for. Granted, it kind of paid off today, at least a little bit. It was nice to play in a group that actually had my back. Yes, Typhon, give me the bonk. I know I deserve it. I won't deny it. You ready to play with me now? Who will fully abandon you? Ow. Yeah. And go guns blazing? Yeah. Now we just need to get... Drag Typhon. Dragon Typhon. No, I won't do that to anybody. Typhon's like, what the fuck? One of us. One of us. We play on Jira's channel. It's actually more fun than how it works together. Yeah. Mayan, what the fuck? Yeah, it works really well. I suck at shooting. Ask Mayan about my rifle after. Well, that's the thing. I suck too. I mean, we all know what happened when I played Apex back in that era. But I was not good at Apex. But yeah, what? How stars it really shooting? Yeah, how did Shira put it? Shooters aren't my thing, but this is a game that I can get behind. Something of similar effect, at least, because I know that was not how the quote went. More like League skill shots. Yeah. Which is why after I've gone and played SAR, playing League is just a lot slower. Wants to play a battle royale with dinosaurs? That sounds like it could go in all sorts of different directions. It would be unique, absolutely. I'd be interested to see where something like that goes. Where's the light? There's the light. You mean the old Ark Battle Royale? Oh, that's funny. Yeah, the one they made never updated because it was a one-off. They didn't even touch it when Battle Royale was at its height. Unfortunate. It wasn't supposed to be continued. I mean, that makes sense. If you've only got so many developer resources, right? Spend it on what you know you want to focus on rather than following trends. I mean, I guess you could follow trends or do what you were originally going to do, but don't do both. Fortnite had to make a call at some point. I mean, granted, I think they went back. I think that's enough to save the world. I'm not so sure. I don't know. Okay, my favorite shooter is actually in one of the trailers. Heck yeah. I mean, dinosaurs. True. Dinosaurs are pretty cool. He was the art guy. Nice. I feel like this is just not the road I need to be taking with this. With daily streams of 30,000. Dang, that is a good number right there. That was like a good number of people. Time to break 100K? Dang, friend. That's just a lot. That is a lot of people. That was a heckin' lot of people. Because Ark was massive then. It's fair. Ark is still massive. I guess maybe not as massive, but it still feels like it's pretty big. me go back to my shade major layer here and start thinking through like how this is gonna go. The Discord link was updated. Ah, there it is. Glacial Court Discord. Now Mayan will always be able to follow all of my shenanigans. Mark was released. There was any survival sandbox games outside of Terraria and Minecraft. And Terraria and Minecraft are good, but if like they don't scratch the same itch Ark does, which, you know, fair, reasonable, understandable. I feel like something about this I'm just not grasping. I think what I need to do is as soon as I need to study artists, I need to lurk in more art streams. Does villains well. I actually haven't heard a lot of David Tennant. Or maybe I have and I don't recognize the name. I need to go and lurk in artist streams because this looks like a mess. He was the 10th Dark Doctor. Okay. This is where I lose my nerd card. This is where I lose my nerd card. I haven't watched a lot of Doctor Who. I'll leave my my nerd card at the counter. Completely accurate. Let me try and clean up some of this light. Barty Crouch Jr. and Goblet of Fire. Okay, now that clears it up for me a little bit more. There you go. That's a name that's more familiar for me. Crowley from Good Omens. Okay, don't know that one. Sense. Hang on, let me just remove this. Yeah, this doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Scrooge McDuck and the new Rescue Rangers. I didn't watch the new Rescue Rangers. A lot of stuff I just don't recognize. I'll admit, I'm not as caught up on things as I should be. This is the problem with keeping yourself too busy. This is what happens. You keep yourself way too busy, and then you don't keep up on all the stuff that you've been meaning to, and then it's just a yikes. There it is. Oh, there's the welcome message. Oh boy. Mayan will know where to find me every second of every day. Just don't walk into the collab channel, call me out, and then leave. Don't do anything like that. Ay. Heckin' flash. Flashbacks to when you'd raid top shelf channels, call me out, and then leave. It's super awkward. No, please don't. No. Like, actually don't, though. I feel like that one there is crossing the line. Now I'll come in and get everyone else to roast you with me. Oh boy. This, I guess, is a thing. I'm gonna take this one piece at a time. Yeah, love you too, Mayan. Freaking nutty friend you. Did I hear we were bothering cats? Oh, I mean, you're always doing that to me. It's not exclusive. Oh boy, now they got the sheer emotes. Oh, I'm just not terrified. Ow! Thank you for the bonk, Typhon. I need to figure out some animated emotes. Get some of that. I need to start doing. I'm wanting to do a lot more things for the channel. I'm starting to think of ideas and whatnot. I'm starting to plan and scheme, which is dangerous. Start up a few more complex pieces. Cat bouncer wobbles. We need like a Jello ears one where it's just like the ears going fluid motion. There's an emote for you. I don't know what it would ever get used for though. Maybe not. With a hammer? Oh boy. Stop, it's hammer time. Typhon's out to play. Chat is filling with emotes. My emotes are pretty good, but I think I could definitely throw out a couple of good ones. I don't know, what do we feel like we're missing? This is my favorite one. It's adorable. That's such an adorable emote. The fudge? Wait a minute. Is that the gradient? Oh, that's the gradient. Madsuo? I mean, we already have Angie, but I mean, Angie just kind of works as Madsuo. I can always rename it, technically speaking, because that's actually really good. That's really clever. I like that. Just Madsuo. I feel like you go hyper levels of pun with my name. We don't have Angie anymore? What do you mean we don't have Angie anymore? Oh, it's because it's a bit emote. It's a 1K bit emote. That's why, I guess that's why Typhon's got it. Sadsuo, don't we already have a Sod emote too? Yeah, we got Cry. That kid tears. All the emotes. where's that other reference? Hang on, I'm gonna combine all my references into one singular place. There it is. Make that pat animation. That would be a good one to have animated. That would be a really good one to have animated. For sure. I'm gonna get this figured out here. I feel like this is just gonna take multiple attempts. Okay. I need to resign myself to the fact that I'm not gonna figure this out. I'm not going to magically figure out a shading technique in the next hour. I think I need to spend time watching artists. Maybe after stream today, I will pull out. I'll get some food, and then I'll pull up art on Twitch and see what I can track down. See if I can watch some folks who have some more experience in this department than I go about and do this. Go through this process. Because this is the one step that I am for sure like, this could be a lot better. I'm starting to get the whole sketching thing down. Dynamic posing is made a lot easier with the 3D pose references, which I'm not giving up. I will ride that crutch until I die. Still gonna practice, obviously, but and then it's the coloring. It's coloring. Color theory is getting better. Like, I'm happy with the colors that I'm seeing. It's just like, it's shade placement and shading technique and all the blending. It's like, it's the technical side of like, how am I laying this out that I'm kind of lacking. Maybe it's just cloth in general as well, but I'm missing a key component here. Or maybe a couple key components. Who knows? I don't know what I don't know. As the saying goes. Okay, let me go ahead and do this. The metal on this was not something that I'm semi happy with, but also semi not happy with. I'm looking at the dice image. I think the dice image came out exceptionally well. Super happy with how that turned out. However, replicating that kind of success has been a bit of a challenge. It's also a bit sketchy and how it came out, and yet it came out really well. I need to take that style and level it up, which I seem to be having a problem with. Oh, I'm on the wrong color. Does not help. Also, I'm on the G Pen. I actually, for this one, the color brush. I got a new. I installed one of my brushes that I just had sitting there that I hadn't installed yet. Finally installed it. It's an interesting brush, very watercolory, which I think will help here. So that's what I need to look at specifically. then this is gonna get a decent amount of softening. It's all round. It's all very, very rounded. White, which, you know, technically not supposed to be using, but cheat and break the rules a little bit for something like this. Exceptions to everything. A good shine in there, heck yeah. Put a little bit more emphasis on those corners if I can. Oops. Wait, what? Oh, this is the color brush. This is the brush I'm using. Gosh freaking darn it. Wait a minute, did I put that on the light layer? How much did I put on the light layer? Way too much. Ugh. Gross. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave that, but that is thoroughly embarrassing. Not supposed to be doing stuff like that. I gotta be more careful with that. Watch your layers. Okay. Well, now we're starting to get into some of the more weirdly complex parts of this. So we've got scarf, hair, ears, and then face features. Actually, getting pretty close to being done with your boy here. It really, like, if you put it side by side, I mean, I guess you can see how it's kind of similar artists, but I don't know. Maybe it'll have to come from the hair rendering. I still need to figure out how I'm going to replicate this hair render style that I've been doing. This is for the one for my model is nice. I just haven't been able to duplicate it. I think it was because it was mostly done in Photoshop. It wasn't done in Clip Studio, and I have yet to find a good way to replicate it. I need to experiment. Okay, I'm gonna do this, get my color. Set that back to a normal layer. And do that again, apparently. What? Typhon, what are you talking about? I have no idea what you're referring to. What are you up to over there? go to my, where's the line art? Here we go. Okay, not what I had in mind. Also not what I had in mind, hang on. Shoot, there we go. Select, expand, 1 pixel. Focus on this one piece at a time. Is that addressed at me? Yeah, I'm saying I don't know what you're referring to here. What are we talking about? A jellyfish. Yeah, I have no idea what that looks like. I need to do this in various layers here. I had the dumb idea for my character to have something similar as a growth in the right shoulder. Transparent-like thing which would periodically reveal the character's other eyes. Creepy, but also kind of cool. Okay. Actually, one of my references is also wearing a scarf, which also makes this work out a little bit. This is my color layer here. I'm gonna start storing colors. Go back to my scarf layer. Did I even get the colors? I didn't get colors from my other. Whoops. Oh well. I started making colors of my own without grabbing others. That's fine. The more or less a semi-rogue AI is a base from Station's core. An interesting idea. I'm gonna go even darker with this one. Some less than noble. I mean, thankfully AI programs are so heavily regulated on the station. We know how these, we watched Mass Effect. We knew what happened. We knew what was gonna go wrong there. We're like, let's put a leash on this. Maybe. Might be a good idea. Okay, that is a lighter shade of orange. So what, you just start a purge? Purge the unworthy. Purge the weak. Struggling with a name. It didn't sound like find a shape of human body. Take much. Ooh boy. let's do this. Let's do as a multiply.
Don't say you see me soon. We both know it's never true. Only maybe when you're feeling good. Happiness just a pursuit.
Okay.
Just be honest.
Let's use the layers that we've got.
Don't be sorry. Just be honest.
Okay, I couldn't interact with clinical people, but wanted to make it body fully test and interview the heroes while not going into programming and killing the heroes.
Don't be sorry.
The ideas. The endless ideas.
Happiness just a pursuit. Just be honest. Don't be
Or add that second level of shade in there. Ooh, I'm liking how this is going so far.
Don't be sorry.
I've still got to focus on where other stuff and other light sources are going to come from. But for now, this is a good start.
Bad for you, but you're craving a drag. I'll be bad for you. Keep you coming back. I'll fuel your addiction with smoke, film, vision. Do you like the way I make you sick? You know I'm bad for you. You only love me 'cause I'm toxic. 'Cause I'm bad for you.
What is this?
'Cause I'm bad for you.
Skip! Skip! This is a bit hyperactive for me right now. We don't need to go that hard. There's a time and place for everything, but not now. Nephilim AI online constructing body. Ah, never heard of it. Ah, it's because I made it up. I'm working on the character. That would explain why I've never heard of it. You are correct, Typhon. Nice, but it sounded like something official. So well played on the name. Well played on the name. That got me on the bamboozle. Okay. Time for some fuzz. So it says you're playing Star. Really? I don't have Star open. I straight up don't have Star open. I don't know why it says I'm playing Star. Does it play I'm playing Star? Huh. I don't know. Yeah, Star's not even open for me. I quit out of the game. Could not tell you why it says I'm playing that. Oh wait, that's like on stream. Oh, whoops. I forgot to change my category. No, out of everything, it was like because of last stream. Yeah, I was like, what was it on Discord, on Steam? What is the same play? Oh. Yeah, it's because of last stream. It's because of Tuesday. Because that's what I was doing on Tuesday. I forgot to change the game category. Whoopsie! Messed up your category. Messed up my category. It took me way too long to find. I need to remember my soundboard because I've got it. It's sitting right here. This is what the stream deck is for, originally for. feel like I need to keep those symbols a lot closer than they have been. All right, so ear fuzz. Go ahead and grab a color here. And then I'm gonna pull back out the rectangle brush. Actually, wait. Oh, I did this on the wrong layer. No, what am I doing? Oh, I hate it when I do this. So let's just draw on the wrong layer completely. That's gonna make everything better. Spoiler alert, it's not actually going to make anything better at all. Whoops.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up. It was at this moment.
Oh, I didn't mean to replay it. No, stop. Hey, Dildo. Well, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Station Zero. Hope you enjoy your stay. Pull up a chair. We've got some drinks for you. I need to... This is the one thing I need to do. I need to start making canonical Station Zero NPCs. I need a bartender. I need waiters. I need traders. I need students. I need to just start making a whole cast. For what reason? I have no idea. But it sounds like a good time. But regardless, Dildo, I hope you enjoy your stay here. Okay, yeah, let's see. Aside from actually some shape stuff, I think I want to alter the shape on this one a little bit. And then I think I actually want a third color? Not too different, just a little bit. Just to give it a little bit of depth. Two could be altered a little bit more. Okay. Well, none of that is in the proper layer. It's not. None of those layers were in the folder. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's I'm a goober on that one. Whoopsie. I keep doing it. Well, there's all my layers. Now you get to see all my layers ever so briefly. I wish I could find a way to lock this window, so I don't keep moving it. Okay, so got that. This should be quick and simple, to be perfectly honest. Oh, oops. Yeah. Yeah, I did that. Okay, hang on. I'm just gonna delete the mask. Do that. What? I don't... There we go. Jeez. What? I am losing my mind. I think ever so slightly. Okay. I want to do eyes last. Eyes make everything pop, and the hair is going to be a pain in the butt. I'm going to turn off the Photoshop layer because I'm going to pull up pulling up my the PSD for my model. I'm gonna look at a breakdown of how I did this hair. I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna go back piece by freaking piece. How did I do this? Okay, so obviously there was the lines. Bonk! Ah! Thank you for the bonk, Typhon. Appreciate it. I didn't mean to hit the MLG horn. I didn't mean to hit the MLG horn. Okay, so first things first. Ow! Is the gradient. I've been bonked again. You and your bonks, all of you. What the fudge? Oh, it's because of the other mask. Got it. This is acceptable. Ow! Thank you again for the bonk. Okay, so. Freaking bonks all over. Thank you for the bonk, Firehawk. Okay, so here comes the challenge of trying to replicate this in a more diverse way, given that a lot of this hair is flowy and awkward. Sounding like a masochist, and then the stream cuts out as I apply the bonk. Ha ha ha! Somebody didn't see the bonk. That's a good thing for me.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Uh-oh. Ow! Thank you for the bonks. Thank you for the bonks. Thank you for the bonks. Okay, so I actually should do this by selection. I should be strategic about this. Oops, wait a minute. Hello there! Honestly, okay, I didn't realize the mad genius of this until just now. I did this all on the freaking hair layer, the base hair layer. Oh my goodness, I have to erase all of this now. Rant? What am I ranting? I really need to remove this redeem. Like, okay. Here's the thing about the rant redeem. The rant redeem. And there. Oh man. So the rant redeem. The funny thing about it. Okay, well I guess I have to rant about League now. I don't know. Listen, okay, here's the thing about League. And the one biggest gripe I have about League is it takes too long when you're losing. And, you know, it's not even when you're losing. When you're having a bad time in a game of League, it takes too long. It takes too long to be free of that stress and that pain. You want to know why people get so mad and upset in League? It's because it takes too long for them to be out of a situation they'd rather not be in. It's not fun to be losing in League. Who likes their face getting pummeled in again and again? Who likes taking a punch to the face? If any of you raise your hands, I'm calling you an M word here. But outside of those folks, that's what it feels like to be losing in League. It just feels like you're getting your face punched repeatedly. And that's not fun. And you have to sit there for 20 to 30 minutes of your face getting continuously punched. So yeah, when League is going badly, it doesn't feel good. So how do you feel about, say, Street Fighter in comparison with 99 tick timers? I mean, 99 tick timers is what? It is 100. It is a minute and 40 seconds. It isn't all that long. It's fairly short. And having played fighting games before, that feels fairly accurate. Fighting games usually, from what I can see, go pretty fast. So a timer that short does make sense, as opposed to a 30-minute league match, which takes too long. Granted, it is enough time to decide a league match. It is a proper amount of time to decide a league match. However, when you're trapped in a game for 30 minutes that you'd rather not be playing, you'd rather simply move on, it's not. Alright, there's my rant in a funny voice. there you go, mine. Because I played Guilty Gear, I played Guilty Gear Strive for a little bit. I did one stream of it. I actually should do more of it. But, it had like 99-second timers, and I never felt like that was too long or too short. I never noticed the timer, really. It felt appropriate. Granted, I haven't played Street Fighter, so the flow of the game could be very different, but... The fat UFO... What? Did you choose fries or Ritz? Or did he choose a salad? What side did you choose, Mayan? We're all patiently waiting for your answer. No pressure or anything. I am putting you on the spot. Cole? Well, alright then. Alright. Let's try this again. Gradient. Alright. This time I'm gonna be smart about this. You get a rough outline here. Remove that. What are you typing? Wait a minute, what are we talking about? I'm now confused. I mean, I'm normally pretty confused, but... Ah, it's nuts. My confusion is higher than normal at this moment. I don't play Strive, but you'll see me in XRD, GG, XX for the original Guilty Gear. Okay, that's fair. I know every entry isn't for everybody. I hear they... What was it? They simplified a lot of stuff in Strive, I think. Is how some people put it to me. Made it a bit more beginner-friendly for the series, which I appreciate it, because, boy, fighting games are a lot for me. I barely had any idea what I was doing when I stepped into that ring. I think all of the muscle memory I built up, like, trying to learn Strive is gone. I'd have to rebuild it if I wanted to play. I couldn't get past what they did to my main. His moves were utterly wrecked. Oh! That's even worse. Like, more so than changing game systems, if they destroy your main, that just hurts. I honestly never expected them to screw up soul of all characters. Ooh! Yikes. I mean, to be fair, I don't have a lot of experience with Guilty Gear again, so it's like I don't know what he may have had before. Oh, nuts. Well, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do the gradient shading, and I'll just apply the mask afterward. Okay, there we go. And now I can apply this mask. Yeah, what was it? Who? Bramlethal was who I was playing. A bit of a simple character, but that was some fun right there. The story of how I got into Strive was funny. It was because of, I think it was last year's PAX West. When PAX West didn't really have anything because of, you know. What the fudge? Why isn't this coloring? Oh, it's because I'm on the thing. One of the big things they had at the Pack Arena was I got wrecked in Extra Design. They fixed them for Revelator. Ah, I see. Yeah, I need a break occasionally when I go to PAX. It doesn't matter how big the PAX is. I eventually need to sit and have a break, especially in like, I think the last 2 days, I'll get really burned out and I'll just spend like 3 hours sitting something that's being played at the arena, some fighting game tournament, and it just happened to be Strive that year. And yeah, that looked fun, and it is fun. I don't know. I guess it just didn't stick with me, which is a shame. Maybe it's just because fighting games intimidate me a little bit. I see what you mean now. Dickinson. I was not expecting you to be talking about character, but there you go. Last year, PAX wore me out, and that was a small PAX. You'd be swinging a coffin? Heck yeah. Oh, that is cool right there. Yeah, and PAX West 2021 was really small. Like, it was tiny. That was the Indie PAX West. That was the PAX West for indies that year. Like, which I'm happy about, to be honest. Like, we had Tales of Arise. That was it. That was the only major thing there. It was vendors and indies. And that's what was at PAX Fest that year. Which was cool. It gave all of those indie devs a chance to really shine and show off their games. Granted, you weren't talking to the devs as much. But it was still really cool. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Tore me out because I didn't get my attention caught. Oh, there was nothing to keep your attention, so it was... Oh, I see. I guess that makes sense. I can kind of understand that. Not to mention that stupid green flame thing. The fact that they didn't put like a light warning for that. I mean, I guess it wasn't... And I don't know if it would have been enough for seizures or whatnot, but like those lights in our face was not fun. That was not a good ride. The game itself was fun to listen to, but and then this year's PAX, which heck yeah, I'm going to. Is going to be different. It's going to be a bit... It's back to my usual pack schedule. I roomed with Mayan and his partner in a hotel for last year's pack, but that was a way higher budget for me than I was willing to, I think, go for. I stuck with it, but I definitely don't think I want to repeat that much cost, especially since it is a local event for me. I can just take a train up there and I'm fine. So I'm gonna go back to doing that. And granted, it means I'm up earlier and I don't get to stay as late, but that means I can pack my own lunch every day. Cuts down on the expenses quite a bit. Food, hotel. Not so much food. I still get Subway. The once a year I get Subways at PAX. At this point, Subway has become my PAX food. But it's a good time. I don't know if I'd do a repeat trip to Anime Expo though. Like as much as I really want to, I've been thinking about going back down. And I could have done it this year, but I'm like, there's so many safety hazards. Like outside of any plague-related items, PAX West is a safety hazard, or not PAX West. Anime Expo is a safety hazard. It is a walking safety hazard. As fun as it is, one of the major artists I follow kind of just stopped going to Anime Expo just because it was too chaotic. It was too much. It was too wild. They need to limit their ticket sales. Freaking ridiculous. What was it? The fire marshal and the police department shutting down entry because there were too many people? It was the same thing 4 years ago. The exact same thing 4 years ago. Except they didn't actually get it shut, like, entry doesn't shut down, but it was that many people. I think it was FDONA's first anniversary, if I recall. 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yeah, it was FDONA's first anniversary. I was in the audience for that panel. Yeah, you wouldn't see me if you went back and watched that VOD, but I was in there. I was actually so sad. That room that year was it was open seating. You could sit there the entire day and not have to go back in the line. They didn't kick it. Oh, it was a non-clearance room. That's what it was called. It was non-clearance. So they didn't clear everybody out. Maybe partially to help with all the lines that would cause. But the panel before Fate Grand Order was for Fooly Cooly. And at least 3/4 of the people in that room were there for FTO and not Fooly Cooly. And I felt so bad sitting in that room for that entire panel. I paid attention. I was like, dang, this actually looks kind of cool. Maybe I'll check this out later. I still haven't, but I felt so bad when it was token applause at best from the majority of the room who were there for the FTO panel. It was unfortunate. It was so sad. Non-clearance rooms, I don't think, are the way to go for an event like that. What the fudge? I'm gonna manually. Is my player just not working? Oh, I hit the thing on my headphones. I'm dumb. Don't ignore me. We're gonna ignore that. Don't ignore that. What was it? Also, like, the whole thing of, like, this year where, Artist Alley folks couldn't have their food, couldn't bring food. Like, I'm sorry. They couldn't have food, they couldn't have drink. I'm sorry, what? You realize how hot it is out there, right? There were carbon monoxide or carbon dioxide concerns within Artist Alley because there wasn't enough oxygen going around. Like, dang! It's not safe in there. So many health concerns. Get another building. Oh. Like, PAX is, even with all of the stuff PAX does, they branch out into various hotels around the area to host all of their panels. They have to try and cram everybody into the convention center, which, while it is a big convention center, it is not that big of a convention center. Because what? Anime Expo houses most of their panels. I could be wrong. It may have changed this since, like, because again, it's been 4 years, but, like, they hosted all of their panels within LA, within the LA Convention Center, which was insane to me. A lot of the lines were outside in the heat, out in the direct sun. I saw somebody get wheeled away on a stretcher or just freaking heat exhaustion. I'm like, Seattle isn't as hot as LA by a mile, and yet PAX is much better established to deal with harsh weather. Be it rain or shine, everybody's indoors in a conditioned environment where nobody's gonna have to deal with weather problems. Like, the only issue is getting to and from the different locations. That's also, you know, the first weekend of September, not in the middle of summer, which I think helps a lot. It's not exactly a rainy period over here. I mean, you can get rain, but it's actually, I don't think I've ever had it rain at PAX. ever, like, I've been there multiple years in a row. I don't think I've had it rain on me once. Something to think about. I've gotten sunburn once, but never rain. Good time of year. I'm excited to see what I'll find this year. See what's there. Oh, this isn't gonna work, is it? Because of how the lines are set up. Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna work. Okay, I'll do this. I'll do it like this then. Oops, that's the wrong color. Actually, here, I can do it like this, actually. Let me do it like this. Doot. Expand by 1. And then inverse. And that should fix the problem. And then all I've got to do is go to my gradient layer, and yep, there we go. Easy enough. Conventions are a good time. Granted, I've only ever been to PAX West and one Anime Expo. I haven't even been to SakuraCon, which is in the same neck of the woods. It's in the same building every year, but I've never been. That's the anime convention I need to go to every year. Because with PAX, it's also like, you know, it's also pseudo work for me because I'm getting out there and saying hi, shaking hands, and meeting people, kind of learning. I go to a lot of panels and take a lot of notes. Like PAX for me is part fun, part business. So SakuraCon would just be cool, pure fun. I guess that's why I pressure myself to go to PAX every year, because it gives me a chance to learn. Learn from other people where I may not otherwise have the opportunity. I'll tour the show floor for the first 2 days. Maybe that's why I end up sitting down at the PAX arena on the last 2 days of PAX. First 2 days of PAX, I'll tour the show floor in between visiting panels. And then I've seen everything after those first 2 days. So the last 2 days, it's like, it's panels and then chill. Because at that point, convention exhaustion is starting to set in. I'm there all 4 days. It's a bit overkill. I keep telling myself every year, okay, I'm going to cut a day or 2 out of PAX the next year. And I never do it. I just go 4 days every year. I wonder who else sees this trip. Granted, I don't get to see a lot of people at PAX. PAX doesn't attract the same crowd like that Anime Expo does, where you had all these VTubers and whatnot going down. PAX West doesn't quite attract the same crowd in the same way. Ugh. So I don't really get to meet anybody, which is, I guess, okay. So I want to check something. Are badges still available? Holy wow, badges are still available. I guess PAX isn't the event it used to be. Because yeah, 4 years ago, you would not see tickets available this late. Please note, PAX is a fully vaccinated event and masks must be worn at all times. Well, they're still playing. You know, they're still being careful about it. Ayo, buy me one. That's the other thing. Anime Expo did not enforce any kind of mask policy, and PAX is super careful about this kind of thing. Are they going to require proof of vaccination again? Probably. Don't hesitate like that. Say instant no. I'm too nice. I'm too nice. It's a bit. Oh, I see. I mean, yeah, because there would be no hotel for you. Getting 2 packs would be a lot harder for you than me.
Lift me up with every touch. Losing my breath, it's just too much.
Oh god, yeah, thinking about that is a pain for you. Even for me, it's gonna be a little bit of a pain. I just stay at your place. Yeah, you'd be stuck taking the bus and the train with me. Yeah. Everything is gonna bank on the fact if I can get parking or not, or if I can arrange for my roommate to pick me up in the evenings. The oh god was you being too nice. Yeah, I sometimes think I'm not nice enough. Like I don't do enough nice things for people. I'll give them a kind word and I'll give them support and I'll be there for them, but like I feel like I don't do enough for people. I gotta stop doing that. Would the color brush actually work here? No, it doesn't give me the same fine point. Folks by F14 Endwalker. Yeah, you don't do nice things. Oh, that's right. Didn't I get you that? I forget. I don't linger on the nice things that I do, I guess. Because it's like, okay, I did nice thing. All right. Life goes on. We just got to get you playing again, Mayan. I know you. It's partly because of time card that you're not right now, and I totally get that. I need an excuse to get back into the game. I attempted to help Top Shelf in their raid tier because they're still going. This tier's been kind of brutal on them, and I didn't remember how to do the fight they were in. I completed the tier and everything. I did the fight on the same class, and I didn't remember how to do it. I was like, oh man. Uh-oh, it's just the sub cost. Yeah, $10 a month is pretty steep. I don't know why I haven't played in 4 months, and I think Mayan will know why. Mayan will know why, and if not, I'll remind you in DMs. But that should probably spell it out already. Oh no, it's not that it's steep. It's that you have to pay anything at all, and your finances are tight. Which, to be fair, understandable. And given the day and age we're in right now. We don't have funds because we paid off a lot of backdraft. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's important to take care of your bills. Get that stuff handled and managed, you know? Can't exactly blame you there.
Lately I feel stuck to my bed, and you're the only one who keeps me moving on.
I think I should try to get back into 14 at least a little bit.
Turning the TV on.
I know I enjoy playing it. It's a fun game. Like I want to become a good healer player, a good Sage player.
You tell me I'm alright when everything that we knew
This is important.
fall right through. 'Cause all I need is a guy.
Oh, that's why.
Oh, I could be falling too, but I'm not alone when I'm with you.
I guess I just haven't had the motivation to play. Maybe it's because I've been having too much fun with SAR. There's been a lot of stuff in League that I've been getting to enjoy again. And then I guess after I couldn't raid for Ultimate, that was kind of the final nail in the coffin almost.
Oh, we can dance through 100 earthquakes.
Do 14 again? Heck yeah. I know I'll enjoy that.
I know where I belong.
Because I wanted to do the next hardest fight that they were releasing, the next Ultimate fight, and then the schedules didn't line up, and I got dropped from that raid team, which, to be fair, probably a good thing. That was definitely a good thing. But it kind of also, at the same time, killed whatever forward momentum I had for 14. Endwalker's just, through no fault of Endwalker's own, has not been a good game. No fault of its own. Slightly darker, that'll show up a little bit better.
Maybe I feel stuck to my bed, and you're the only one who keeps me moving on.
What the? Oh. I spaced out. What I miss? Reminiscing on Final Fantasy XIV a little bit. Which was spawned by the fact that I feel like I sometimes don't do enough nice things for people. I need to spread more joy in the world. Conversation, man. Take the turn. I think I definitely don't have the time to do dedicated full-on Savage again. Or like the hard raid tiers. I don't think I've got the time to... I shouldn't give myself the time to do that kind of content again. I think I've kind of been there and done it. I've cleared 3 of the hardest fights in the game, but now I need to focus on my actual life. About is finally listening to the pain medicine that I'm way too warm, but now I'm way too warm. Oh no! Quick, dunk him in an ice bath. Keep him cool. Oh, the fuzz is out of control. That's going to take a little bit more precise. Oh, this is going to take some very precise work. There we go. It's fuzzed up. Yeah, this is fuzzing ridiculous. Can you fuzzing believe it? Fuzz. It's already been almost 2 hours. Jeez. Time flies when you're working hard and having good conversation, huh? I realize now I don't have a fork. Uh-oh. Alright, somebody ship this man a fork. I'm gonna heckin' fork for Typhon. But I have an electric kettle and top ramen? Heck yeah. Fuzzing fuzz, man. Actually, the one game that I need to play that apparently has come out is Stray. I feel like that is just too perfect of a game that I need to be playing. I might have to look at it and see if I can schedule it at some point. Heck. Game Stray? It's about a stray cat. Or so I hear, which, you know, kinda right up my alley, apparently. That whole deal. Oh, cat game. Yeah, it's cat game. Play it, 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 play it. Heck yeah. Me playing something trendy? Hold on. This doesn't seem right. This isn't me. I'm supposed to be a rebel. I'm not a rebel. I'm a mentor. I'm supposed to go with the trend every once in a while. Can't be too bad, right? Okay, let's see. Ooh, oops. There we go. Yeah, I will definitely look into that because that. I've seen like one thing of it and it looks interesting. And I rarely ever play games blind. I think the whole thing of me being forced to play Doki Doki on stream was like, nope. I never want to repeat that experience again. That was a bad experience for everybody. It was a lot better when I had friends play it and I knew it was happening. That went much better. But when what happened? So yeah, this was before I met everybody, and this is like anybody who watched that at the time is no longer watching, so this is a tale that's kind of lost to time. I knew Doki Doki was kind of the psychological horror game, and my hate of horror is still very, very real. I don't enjoy the genre for various reasons, so I tend to stay away from it, and I just let it do its own thing. But everyone was like, yeah, play it on stream. And I'm like, why? So I effectively going into it just so I would not be an absolute, because if I get jump scared and whatnot and I have to deal with horror or psychological horror, I shut down. I become much less entertaining. It's not fun. So I took a joke approach of trying to break the game and stop things from happening. It didn't work, obviously, and I knew what was gonna happen. So it was a bad playing experience because I didn't even want to play the game in the first place. It was a bad viewing experience because it was super cringe and super horrible. Granted, I had a few good reactions to a few things, and it was not a great experience all around. And then afterwards, I just hated what happened. So. I'm not a horror guy. Like, I get it's fun to watch people react and get jump scared and have the heart monitor. I will never do that. It will never be on a subathon reward. It's just never gonna happen. It's like one of the few hard lines I have. It's like, nope, never gonna do it. It is not for me. Bonk. Thank you for the bonk. It's like a resident princess admitting she's cute. It's never gonna happen. Though, I suppose we could certainly try. She isn't she. I might have done a slip of the tongue. My English skills are, questionable at best, but Shirabishi. Unless I'm blind and miss something, which for this long would be quite the oversight. But I don't think I'm that... What the fuck? I just looked at my Twitter notifications. Got followed by a man named Brian, or somebody named Brian, and their avatar is Mr. Clean. And I'm just sitting here like, weird. I've been debating getting an iPhone for face tracking. I don't think I'm moving away from that thought process now. I was thinking about it more this morning, but I'm like, it doesn't feel worth it. I feel like I'm limited in some of my expressions, but I feel like that's how the rigging was set up more than it is the tracking. So I'm moving away. Well, yeah, I mean, the only thing I would use it for is VTube Studio. I'm essentially I'm not investing in an iPhone. I'm investing in a camera. But I don't think that's necessary right now. Like, the more I think about it, it's like, let's see what happens if I, upgrade the rigging first. Get a new model, like build a new model, because I want to re-go my design a little bit at some point. Or add just another outfit. Making a 2.0 version or something. To be decided. And then invest a little bit more in rigging, I think. And then see what happens. Because the webcam it still looks good. It's probably a 1K camera. But that's the thing. It's not the quality of the camera. It's the quality of the tracking. And it's just the setup with VTube Studio. So even if I had a really good face tracking camera, I think iPhone would still be the best option. Just because of how the software's set up. I need to do more research on this, but the impression I get. And I've got a camera right here. I've got a really nice camera. The DM Dice Cam is actually a camera that I got set up like right here on my left, but it doesn't do face tracking at all. Which really surprised me. That it was like I had to borrow my brother's webcam when he was still here. And it was like, hey, can I borrow this when I got my rig? Oh no, when I was using the 3D model, the Jello Eaters model. And yeah, the camera doesn't work. It has to be the webcam, which is kind of interesting. Thought that was very, very intriguing. Wait a minute, wasn't one of those subathon goals to design a new outfit? I need to double check my subathon goals. Hang on a second. I think I missed one that we hit. Let's back up for a sec. It's gonna be a minute of scrolling. No, I changed. Oh no, I changed new outfit to create a new D&D one shot. That's what it was. Okay. That's what I did. I changed it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Momoka! All right, I will say this now. Drama sucks, and I want no part of it other than to help get my friends through it. I've had enough drama. I don't want no more. No heckin' more. I don't know what's going on. Granted, like I don't want to speak to whatever situation is happening. What does this happen? I actually have no idea what happened. A VTuber I follow and a quality VTuber I follow is also very small and very good. Apparently going through some drama. She a good bean, and apparently there's this drama happening around her, which is unfortunate and sad and completely undeserving. But it reminds me that if I don't have to, I will not directly step into drama. Protect small bean? Definitely. But I've had enough drama for a lifetime at this point. Just no. I've had 2 separate drama occasions. If everyone remembers my moderator story, blah. Nasty stuff. Nasty stuff. We remember one. Yeah, Typhon, I think you're the one you're thinking about is the first one I thought about. And I think it might be the first one Mayan thought about, but it's not the first time I've had that kind of drama. That's happened once before. Typhon remembers very well. Yeah, you too, buddy. You too. Okay. We're all just gonna move on from that whole thing. I think this is the event that is going to be referenced like I don't want to say semi often, but it's the one event that will never be explained and does not ever need explanation. Maybe I'll talk about it at some point, but I don't want to cause problems or start shit. It's not necessary at this point. And it's kind of a private matter anyway. But granted, it did result in no streams through the entire month of February, which I want to apologize for. That was a very big F. I do still apologize for that one. They don't hurt your mental? Typhon, my mental... what was it? I mentioned earlier, like, one of the reasons why I mentioned to mine one of the reasons I was chilling. I'll talk around this. This is fine. One of the reasons I was kind of just hanging and decided to delay stream today is just because, yeah, it was helping my mental. I am not over that. The mystery event, as we'll call it, I am still recovering from. It still haunts me. What was it? Yesterday, I was technically not out of bed for a good 2 hours. I was just listening to mental health videos. Just things I could do to help myself. Talking around it doesn't really do anything for me. Oops. Are we talking about the same event thing? Yes, I believe we are. You can DM me what you're talking about. Just in case it happens to be what I think we're talking about. Yeah, we are talking about the same thing. Yeah, we are talking about the same thing. I'll gladly talk about the previous one though. The other stressor event. That now is less stress and more funny now. That one I am completely open to talking about. So if you didn't know, and I don't know, Typhon, I'm pretty sure I told you the story. The time I almost got sued in a Canadian court. I tell the story a lot. Mostly because I can't just help but laugh at it now. Because it is kind of funny. Okay, yeah, Mayan knows about this story. I don't know if I've told you, Typhon. Yeah, okay, Typhon hasn't heard this one. So yeah, if you've heard this, because I've mentioned this on stream once or twice. I'm sorry, but you're about to get a repeat here. So let me start with, I didn't do anything illegal. let's start with that first. Clear that air. So I was the head moderator of the main Neptunia subreddit r/game industry for several years. I was the head honcho by accident of the anime subreddit, and that period in time was when Reddit was doing massive crackdowns on certain types of unsafe for work content of certain character types. You'll all know what I'm talking about. So yeah, attempting to do any changes to any kind of NSFW rule was just like, it was dumb, it was silly, it was stupid. And when moderators make changes that can be seen as legitimately good or legitimately needed, but get super large enough to backlash for, I can understand it. I think anime memes and banning a certain word, I now understand their. Oh, Marinus! Hey, Marinus! Welcome, Raiders! Welcome, Raiders! All right, I'm gonna put the story on pause. I'm actually gonna start the story over for the Raiders. Hi, everybody. I'm Catsubo Tintail, Catboy mentor from non-existence. I happen to train heroes, and we're also happen to be working on art of the Bear King. Me and the Bear King. How's it going? What were you doing? Let's get a shout out for Marinus. Gonna get better at that. Yeah. Heck yeah. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, everybody. We were just telling the story of the time I almost got sued in a Canadian court. We did some Zomboid and then Star Wars Online. Heck yeah. Sounds like a good ride. Yeah, you all arrived at the perfect moment. We're doing story time. One of the grand old moments from my past that is now super hilarious. And I am going to change the music here really quick. Where is it? Where's my player? There it is. Heck yeah. Well, I hope that was fun for everybody. Glad you're all here. Come pull up a chair. Okay. One of those stories that were stressful at the time but funny in hindsight? Exactly. So let me tell you about the time I almost got sued in a Canadian court. So to catch everybody up, because we weren't that deep into the story, I was once the head moderator of the Neptunia subreddit, r/game industry. Many long years ago. And it was back in the era when Reddit was making a lot of changes to their NSFW guidelines, specifically around a certain kind of anime character, and a lot of rules needed to be changed. But the community at the time was not open to NSFW changes, like, at all. You tried to ban anything or make any kind of NSFW art change, and that community dogpiled on our mod team. Like, we got hate for that. I was also a very young head moderator, and this was years ago, so I was very young at the time. I had no leadership experience, and I was, forced to lead a moderation team, which, yeah, went about as well as one would expect. But so it had some unfortunate moments, and in the desperate need to hire some additional help for me, because at one point I was the only moderator, we ended up bringing on somebody who was questionable of character. And the guy above me, who was kind of hands-off, failed to do proper background checks. So me being way too kind and merciful, gave the man a second chance, and it was going well for a while. Granted, it caused a community division, so I needed to give him the axe. I needed to undo my decision and admit my mistake immediately, but, of course, hindsight's 20/20. So we have a mod who is questionable, along with another group of moderators. We have NSFW changes happening, and this is also background. Time passes, we bring on more mods, and we eventually do kick out the problem moderator. The problem is, it's a curse that passed to somebody else. It was a moderator who was active in the community, doing well, a very positive individual, but she became a bit unhinged, a bit emotionally unstable, a bit mentally unstable. And I was forced to make the call that, hey, listen, you're great, you organize events and everything, but there is drama here. There are things happening, and there are a lot of backroom talks and chatter. I don't need this. So we removed her to help keep things a bit more stable. I extended an invitation to have her still help plan events. Just, an event assistant, because I'm way too merciful. I'm way too kind. However, one of the things that, in that mentally unstable state, she thought I was asking her to provide all these monetary cash prizes for whatever events and contests were happening, which was absolutely not what I was asking for. 100%. If there was any kind of monetary value, that would be burdened by the mod team. And that was the intent. Like, yeah, you can, if you want to, you can help organize stuff. You don't have to provide anything. You don't have to pay out anything. It's just, if you want to, you can help organize stuff. You can help come up with ideas. Very, build community, try to be mutually beneficial. All we're asking for is however much time you're willing to put in. Very volunteer-esque. That's a better way of putting it. It was volunteer work, as moderating is. But apparently she had accidentally taken it like we were asking for things that we weren't, and her uncle had heard about it, and one thing led to another, and apparently people were thinking that we were extorting. We were running some kind of extortion ring, and I'm like, where did this go? This escalated so fast. People with legal expertise were talking to us, and I was just super confused. It was like, all right, we're gonna try and... Hey, Lady S1, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Station Zero. Trying to sort things out and work things out for everybody. But the pressure kept building, and it kept looking like things were heading for court. We were progressing to a level of legal documents and international treaties and who could be actually sued in what court, and I was like, this is insane. This is progressing to a level that's freaking ridiculous. And I'm young. I don't have the money to hire a professional lawyer or anything. My family's going through a stressful move as well. So the water at my current place, sewage is backing up. My job is a bit turbulent. There's a lot of other things happening in my personal life surrounding this as well. I don't have the time and energy to focus on this. And I've already got indications from people that I just need to fail. This is not worth my time. This isn't going to go anywhere. So, yeah. I got threatened to be sued in Canadian court because somebody's uncle thought I was extorting somebody, and that's not what was happening, so I just threw up my hands and left. I pulled the coward bailout move of, sorry, drop this on the next person in line for leadership. I'm out. I couldn't handle it. I would not have done a lot of the things I did now that I had done at the time. I learned a lot from that. So yeah, I was definitely not the greatest of leaders, and I will fully admit that. I didn't have the experience. Thankfully, no suing actually happened. And from what I hear, everything is much more stable on that end. On the communities, and there's much less drama. Everything's more stable. But it was like, we're threatening to go to court and have legal battles over a bunch of anime waifus. That's what and like now looking back on it, this is what it boils down to. We're suing each other over waifus. What the fuck? So yeah, it was a whole time. It was a whole experience. I'm not fully proud of how I handled it, but I'm glad I went through the experience. I'm glad I got to learn the lessons now. But like, yeah, it was a lot. Some people get way too invested in their, cute anime girls, and it's unfortunate, but I guess it is what it is. Get with us a sentence. Holy shit. Getting sued over waifus, right, lady? It is a sentence. Nani? Like, it's not over art theft. It's not over copyright issues. No, it's just, it's wild. It was wild, yeah. Imagine getting almost sued over anime waifus. Freaking nutty. Freaking nutty. Curse, put me back in the same situation now. For one, I don't invite anybody back. I am a lot more, like, ruthless and hardcore about some of this stuff. And second of all, somebody hits me with, like, I still have all the records. If these people were to come back and decide, okay, you were extorting, we're gonna sue you now, I'd be like, ha! I'd laugh at their faces. Because they have nothing. No lawyer would legitimately take that case with what records still exist. But yeah, it is funny. It is certainly funny that it all happened. Sad, tragic, and absolutely a what the fuck moment. 100%. Siphon his friend? Yeah. Absolutely you are. Unless the lawyer is passionate about waifus. I mean, maybe then, but at that point, I just like, okay. I sleep, have a good night. Yo, have a great night, Marinus. Have a good sleep. Hope get some good rest, and I'm hoping you wake up fully refreshed and ready to start your day. Oh my goodness. Yeah, just thinking about it now is just, it's just funny to me. Siphon has been napping all day. Am awoken. Yeah, you've been working hard on trying to get better. Wait, did they bring me coffee? Very potentially. Please give me my coffee. Coffee consumption. Uh-oh, wait a minute. I think I just did something. Okay, there we go. Making sure I'm not getting any alerts that are super important. Ah, I see. Get that coffee. Okay, and then... Oh boy, this is where it gets complicated. The shine is now where it gets complicated. Oops, I'm in the wrong program for that. It's coming together well. All the lighting and whatnot is coming together rather well. It doesn't... Okay, it feels like another hour has passed because of that story time. It feels... Hey! The Sir Trevors! Thank you for the follow. Welcome to Station Zero. Hope you enjoy your stay. Oh man. Yeah, just one of those stories that you can laugh at later. I've got like two major stories. This is like everybody having that one dumb story. I've got two dumb stories. First is almost getting sued in Canadian court, which is funny enough and silly enough. How much do I need to pay to commission the Nephilim AI body as an art piece? If it's humanoid, I mean it's fairly doable, but it's gonna be oh boy. That's gonna take a while, and it's gonna require some R&D on my part. You can check my commission sheet. It's on Twitter. I believe, at the moment. And it is, in fact, mostly humanoid. Alright, I feel like I can potentially help with that, then. The other one is the tale of when I was on a cruise ship, when I was a wee lad. You know, way back yonder thousands of years ago. With a weird jellyfish-looking growth on its shoulder. Ah, yes, yes, yes. Ah, that silly cruise ship tale. That's a silly one. Though I don't know. Do I want to tell that story right now? Do I want to tell that story right now? It's almost dumber than the first one, but I don't know. It might be story timed out for now. Yes, do it. Oh boy. Okay, so let me tell you the tale of that time I was on a cruise ship. From my youth days. This is from when I was much younger than I am now. So yes. So we're out there in the ocean, on the water, and the cruise ship organized essentially a teen, like a young adult group, where you could hang out with other teenagers, people your age, do various activities, some organized, some spontaneous by the group, and you would just do random stuff. And they organized these night parties where it was very nightclub-esque, but, you know, no alcohol. They served with soda. It felt like a nightclub, but it was, you know, for people who couldn't drink, which was nice. It was a fun experience. It was a good atmosphere. And they had like a 10 to 13 section, and then like a 13 to 17 time slot. So 2 different parties, depending on the age group. Typical family cruise night, right? So night 1, as we're out there on the water, and we're in there, and nobody's dancing. Everybody is sitting on couches, looking kind of awkward, sharing small talk with each other, sitting at their own little groups, and not really doing anything. And we get, you know, the organizer kind of puts us like, all right, listen, if nobody's dancing, we're cutting this short, and we're letting the 10 to 13-year-olds in early. It was dead. It was a dead party. Nobody wanted to do anything. It was no dancing. It was very low energy, despite all the hype music and dance music that was playing. It was bizarre. Super, super bizarre. So, at that point in time, I am super introverted. I have no ability to stand up and make a fool of myself in a crowd. All these clown slow moments you see on the channel now, I could not have possibly done at that time in my life. But I also didn't want to be kicked out of that party. I wanted to stay there. So like the fool I am, I'm the first one to start dancing on that dance floor. And you have to understand, I can't dance. I am cringe on the best of days here. Now translate that cringe into dance. And that is what was on that dance floor. The only thing on that dance floor. Of course, that white boy. Exactly, Typhon. Could I pull out some of those dance moves I did back in the day? Absolutely. Will I ever do it again? Absolutely not. But those moves did exist. So yeah, I was the first one out there on that dance. I mean, okay, maybe that could be a sub goal at some point. If I get a 3D model built and rigged, I will replicate those dance moves. Because why not? Goal for the future, goal for the future. So yeah, I'm the first one out on the dance floor, and eventually everybody else starts joining in, and we have an actual dance party going. There's dancing out on the dance floor, which is great. And I go for about 20 minutes before I'm like, all right, I'm sweaty. I need a drink. I sit down at the quote-unquote bar. and have myself a Sprite. And this is a cruise where we've got folks from all over North America and Central America and South America. So we've got, you know, folks from all over the Americas on this cruise ship and in this party. So I get this teenager from Argentina who sits down next to me. And we start going through small talk, and I'm awkward as fuck. So this is a very, like, I'm wondering who this person is. Why are they talking to me? I'm not that cool of a person. But there was some small talk about, you know, the dancing, getting the party moving. Some small talk about some games. I got the conversation on gaming died at, do you play League of Legends? I said yes, and that conversation died right there. But it continued. Actually, no, it was like, do you play League of Legends? Yeah, I do. And the very next line out of this boy's mouth, not continuing with the gaming aspect, not continuing with any other form of conversation, the next line out of this kid's mouth is, so do you want to meet a girl? Now, I'm a responsible teenager at that time. I'm not a wild child. If I was any older, I might have said, sure, but I'm like, this seems a little weird. This could end it with me in the back of a trunk or something, even though we were on a cruise ship. So when's the wedding? No wedding, thankfully. So he calls over this girl who's just kind of hanging out nearby, and we say hi and we wave. But I'm like, I'm good, man. I just like, I'm cool. I'm good. I don't need to meet a girl tonight. Which, I mean, it is what it is. There are people who would say, what the fuck are you thinking? I'm like, what I was thinking about is like, okay, yeah, I could get laid tonight, but what would my parents think? How would my parents react to that? What would happen if I'm not back at that cabin by a certain time of the night after the party? I was thinking, if I go down this road, I am a dead Yordle. Or not a dead Yordle, I'm a dead twin-tailed catboy. There it is. It was a Yordle at the time. I am a dead fool. So I'm like, let's not, and say we didn't. So I say no. But this kid doubles down. I get that. It would be kind of dangerous, right? So I err on the side of caution. But the guy in front of me doubles down. It's like, no, this is, you want to meet this girl. I'm like, okay. I mean, I said hi. The next line out of his mouth baffles me even more. Because I was already like, this is pretty weird. But this just gets even weirder. It's like, it's okay. I mean, again, I'm not a virgin. I'm like, what? That's what you're coming at me with? You're trying to hook me up with somebody and that's what you're gonna come at me with? What? So at that point, my mind is fried trying to process what kind of logical thought this guy is coming at me with. It's like, okay, you got laid. Congratulations. Doesn't mean that's where I want to be tonight. So I insist further. It's like, listen, I'm fine. I'm good. And he's like, okay. And I very quickly finish my Sprite and excuse myself. Within 30 seconds, I'm out of that party. My party experience is done for the night. I have just had a very weird experience. I'm not sure if I'm safe at that moment. And so I just go back and I go to sleep. I spend the next 2 days off the boat and on shore. And I'm out so late that I don't get to attend any of the youth parties for those 2 days. And by the 4th day, I go back. And it's the last day, and there's a bit of a party, and I don't get talked to at all. I'm kind of a forgotten face, and I was perfectly okay with that. And that, my friends, is the cruise ship story. It was wild. That one's actually, yeah, I love it. That one ends actually well. That one doesn't have any drama in it. That one's just plain old funny. was a fun story. Yeah. I think it broke Diamond. Yeah, that is the one dumb story. Everyone's got that one dumb story. Mine just happens to come from my younger days. It is what it is. It was such a fucking roller coaster, right? It is weird, man. That was a ride. It was a ride and a half. It 100% was a ride and a half. I have no other way to describe it than, yeah, that happened. That sure happened. The whole time I've been cleaning my work desk so I can get the electric kettle going.
It lives inside my head and all
Oh my
the shit
goodness.
I've been through, you know, I've always begged for you.
I feel like my younger days were set up with a lot of possibility, like a lot of opportunity to end in more weird situations like that. But being the safe being I was, like, I really had the opportunity to go absolutely nuts in a lot of different areas. I straight up didn't. I don't think I'm ever gonna be that wild ever again. Maybe I will be. If I had to dance first at a party again, though, I think I'd still do it. But you could have had a weird night of fun, but you decided to be safe. I don't regret that decision, to be honest. I could have had a very wild night to remember. Instead, I still had a wild night to remember, and I was also safe about it. It was definitely one of those things where it's like, yeah, I don't know this individual. I don't know any of these people. Also, it wasn't like it wasn't like a girl was coming on to me. It was a dude trying to set me up with somebody. And I'm like, huh? Actually, now that I think about it, was he her wingman? Actually, wait a minute. This is something that I didn't consider before at any point while telling the story of the past. Was he her wingman? Am I an idiot? Well, I mean, no point worrying about it now, right? Fate could have been oh no, Fate was absolutely trying to set me up, but I was not paying attention at all. Again, I still don't regret the decision I made. Be safe, you know? I definitely still don't regret it. I think it's just funny now that I think about it. It's like, oh, huh. This was probably a thing, wasn't it? Imagine if you go. Imagine if you had stayed going. You could have avoided that. I feel like a lot of things would have been different if I had gone down that road. I feel like a lot of things would have been different. But yeah. It's like the little things of like what micro decisions would actually change your life forever. And I feel like, even though I'm happy where I am now, all things considered, you know. I'm content. I'm happy. My mental health is improving. And I wouldn't. The third story is not a fun one, so I'm not gonna tell it. We're not gonna go there. But there's been talk amongst like the Twin Tail family of like, let's do one more cruise, and I'm having moments of like, do I really want to go through that again? If I'll ever see them again, right? Okay, actually, there is one more story. There is one more story from my youth, actually. This is okay. This one's a little bit weird. Okay, so. You know how in a lot of high schools, or I want to say like most, I don't want to say all because obviously everything's different. And the cruise wasn't. No, the cruise was wild. So a lot of places have that one person or that one kid who's like a little bit socially awkward or a little bit, you know, doesn't pick up on all the social cues and is just kind of doing their own thing, but is like a little awkward and makes everyone a little bit uncomfortable. This is a story along those lines. So I'm once again in my younger years, around the same time frame actually. It was around the same time frame. After the cruise story though. I was getting more and more into anime. And one individual in my school was super into Miku. Super into Hatsune Miku, super into Vocaloid, but Miku specifically. It was very much, this is my one true waifu. Lots of figurines, lots of research, lots of just yes. So after the school year had ended, oh no, it was during the school year. It was like at some point during the school year, I can't remember. This is weird. It's weird to think about. It was me, this kid, and one other person went out to an anime store that was in our nearby area, our surrounding nearby area, and we picked up some stuff. It was actually the first time I gotten any kind of merchandise. I got a wall scroll and a couple Nendoroid style figures. I still have them. They are treasure. If anyone touches them, they will feel my wrath. But yeah. So it was a calm experience. There were stories shared and good times had. And we went back. And we kind of got the tour of the Miku collection. And there was a lot. It was at least a grand worth of figures back in the high school years. It was an insane amount. It was actually kind of impressive now that I think back on it. So that holiday, that December holiday, me and my brother are gifted tickets to Miku Expo 2014, which was a joyful experience, and it was hecking awesome. But I would later learn that the friend that had attended, not the socially awkward kid, but the other friend who had gone with us to that anime store, had also gotten tickets, and he was like, "Yeah, I mentioned it to the socially awkward guy." I'm sorry about the mic, by the way. And I got like the biggest death stare. And apparently, it was a case of this kid, the socially awkward kid was so into Miku, nobody else could have Miku as the waifu. Miku was his one true waifu, and anyone else who made that declaration was dead to him. At that point, I kind of went, what? That is not as wild as the cruise ship story, but that was a whole experience. Yeah, I was like, all right, that is a thing. That do sure be a thing. That sure be a thing. That sure do happen. Do it. It was a whole thing. It was weird. My later high school years were weird. Okay, since we're into tales of Twin Tail youth anyway, I just remembered one that has me really steeped. Freaking gosh darn it. Okay, so to perhaps nobody's surprise, I did the film and video editing class, video production class for that our high school offered. And then it was the second year where they actually got a new instructor. So I actually retook the same class again in my senior year just because I got an hour a day to just work on video editing and in Adobe After Effects, which was awesome. So it didn't give me any extra credits. I didn't need them. It didn't do it, like, it just gave me more practice time, which was awesome. So one of the things that we do at the end of every year for that is we submit films for a film festival. And apparently that year, we'd rented out the local theater to play the films on the big screen. which, heck yeah, that was awesome. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get a bunch of friends together. I had a dumb, because we weren't actors. Me and my friends were not actors by any stretch of the imagination. So I had a script with no voice lines. It was a pure action sequence. And the premise was it was like this semi-horror thing where it was like, or not really semi-horror, but it was like this dark lit area where everyone was in this kind of fantasy sci-fi battle. It was supposed to be After Effects heavy, so it's like, all right, we do 1 day of shooting, and I spend the next 2 months working in After Effects, and that's all it is. And it was cool. It was I had to rush it a little bit, but it had a lot of cool lightsaber and laser effects. Lots of copyrighted music, which I could never put on YouTube, but it was a pretty decent project. You want to know what ended up happening to this well-edited and semi-decent project? It was left in honorable mentions, and only a portion of it was used. I don't want to say it was perfect, but like nobody else was in my class was working on After Effects. Nobody else was doing the visual effects I was putting out. I was the only one putting out this level of visual effects, and I was relegated to honorable mentions. You know what did make it in? A cheap knockoff of freaking like Dude Perfection. A full-length student film of a parody of Dude Perfection made it in over legitimate. I don't know, like they did their best. It was pretty cool. Like, I don't know. I guess I'm not pissed that something like that they made it in, and I'm happy for them. They got to be a feature film at the student film festival, this high school film festival, which, you know, good on them. They put in the work, they did the editing, they did a parody, awesome stuff. But the fact that I was relegated to honorable mentions, I left that theater sour. I left that theater pissed off. That was not a glory highlight. I was mad after that. I was like, really? I put in all this work. I put in all this effort. I submit this. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good for a high school student's work. And honorable mention. It wasn't even a contest either. There wasn't a first place. There were no winners. It was just students' films being presented. And yeah, I was mad. I was mad. There were not a lot of words exchanged on the way home after that. Yeah. Just yeah. It was pretty big pain. Actually, I don't think it's still up. I think there was one thing that I did that year that might still be on my YouTube channel. I don't think it is, but let me dig and see if it's still there. Is it there? I don't think it is. No, I think it's unlisted now. Yeah, I unlisted it. That's fair. That's understandable. Remind me to send it to you, Typhon. I might actually link it in the Discord after stream if anybody wants. It was an April Fool's joke. It was an April Fool's joke. So it's using a lot of my old assets. This was a very different era. But if anybody wants to see that, make sure you're in the Discord. Because that'll sure as heck be an experience. I realized I haven't really been working all that much. I've been kind of just talking whether I've been working. I mean, we done a decent amount of work today. To be fair, I guess. Bonk. Yeah, that's fair. I'm actually going to do something a little bit different on the Twin Tails. Just because I don't think what I did for my model is going to necessarily work as well. Star Guardians 2022, but only Zion Recon on screen? Oh, that's funny. I don't know how long that's gonna be, but that sounds like it's not gonna be very long. I'm actually gonna combine stuff I did for the dice image, and then I'm gonna combine techniques here. I'm gonna do a weird thing, and I'm gonna combine techniques here. Kind of works. Let me turn off the colors thing. Yeah, this actually looks pretty decent. It's very in my style, if that makes sense. Like, it feels like it came from me. Whether that's a good or a bad thing. All right, let's do some eyes. Actually, this might take a more modern touch. How I've been doing eyes has varied a lot recently. I've been doing a lot of eye experimentation. Oh, right, there was a certain tutorial I was following for eyes now. Let me pull that up. Do I add to my suffering and play League? That is up to you, friend. Play Super Animal Royale instead. Much less toxic. Where is budget? I lost the thing. Might play Haven? There you go. Character references. Who do I have references for? I have references for Monarch. Oh, I have a reference for Monarch. Huh. Face stuff. There it is. Where's that tutorial? Is that it? That is not it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, found it. Oh, it's a Clip Studio tutorial too. The problem is the whole thing's in Japanese. So the best I can do is follow along. Oops. I can still use my model for color reference here. That is very dark and deep. Oh wait, I'm using the wrong color picker. Whoops, I'm using the color picker from Photoshop. That's not right at all. I'm just gonna label this by step, otherwise I'm gonna lose track of what I'm doing, and I want the G pen for this. Do you want the G pen for this? Let's try the color brush for this actually. Let's use a new brush. I'm gonna style and experimentation. You know, okay, I had a moment there. You want to know what's a really good game that I think about sometimes? Child of Eden. That is a game. Star Guardian Lord turned dark. Of course it did. Star Guardians. They did not simply say that one of their references was Madoka Magica and then not do anything dark. Poor Xayah. Uh-oh, did something happen to Rakan? Because I saw there was a cinematic where they actually got reunited and both turned back to the light. Did something happen after that? That was horrific. Look at that. That was awful. Let me just erase that really quick. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, that was all in the prelude stuff. Shoot, well then I just spoiled the ending. At least the Wild Rift story, because I don't think the League story doesn't touch on anything that happens to Xayah and Rakan after that point. That all happens in Wild Rift. So, I guess it's not really a spoiler because we don't, as PC players, don't really get to experience it. Yeah, which sucks. Yeah, I agree. But apparently, yeah, Xayah, so it's like Rakan apparently doesn't get the axe, he disappears to parts unknown, and I guess they find each other again, which, you know, happy ending, I'll absolutely take. It's a big old W in my book. So yeah. I'm not sure if Legends of Runeterra has something. Well, this is a good time for the water.
Turn the light, tell me what you say.
We don't pay attention to Legends of Runeterra. You know what? Fair and understandable. Have an absolutely terrific day. I forgot Legends of Runeterra existed until the Star Guardian event came out. I'm like, wait, oh yeah, that's a Game Riot has, huh? We don't talk about it. That is an oof from Michi. So let me go ahead and do step 6 here. I think my roommate's getting used to the idea that our internet is designed to be powerful enough to do whatever it please. Very, very intentionally, like, yeah, you can do whatever you want on this net. 100%. It was one of the things me and my brother was like, what a big focus for us when we both moved in. It was like, all right, we live in a place where we can get very powerful internet. We're getting very powerful internet. We both need to be able to do whatever we please without needing to coordinate with each other and compromising, and that was just a big thing. And I don't know if my roomie is used to that. Like, no, yeah, you can do whatever you like. You are good, Chief. Do whatever you want. Heck yeah. I'm sticking with this, but something about this just doesn't quite look right somehow. I'm just trying to power through it. It's like, okay, this is probably gonna fix itself, right? Yeah, even okay, I'm on step 6, and step 6, yeah, it does look a little bit on the strange side. Actually, wait, step 6 also has this as well. I'll do this I'll create another layer called 6.2. And then I'm just gonna make it an add glow layer. Let's go. Put the pieces together. Okay. I need to take some time and make an actual playlist. I'm paying half attention to the music, and sometimes I'm just going, this music is awful. For me, for my ears at least. For my ears at least. Let me put an asterisk on that. I don't like the music that is playing sometimes. It's a very Big Max playlist. Yeah. The cool thing is I'm going to be able to use a lot of these songs in YouTube edits when I eventually get around to it. One thing I want to do is like, okay, anybody... I want to do like hype montages or just like chill videos of Super Animal Royale. Like my old League content, but Super Animal Royale instead. I feel like that would be fun. I feel like, because everybody's... League in a way has become pretty sweaty for us. I think there's a certain level of acknowledgement there. Where it's like, yeah, League is a little bit kind of sweaty. Yeah, we can have fun, but usually it's like we're focused and we're having to play the game and not just like have a good time. So a little bit of that like editing magic is lost, but in Super Animal Royale, that is not the case. I feel like you could do a lot of fun stuff with that. If I ever get the time. This is the thing, I haven't finished jumping on that because I know I'm like, okay, I'm keeping myself kind of sort of busy here. I don't want this to be done on an ink splatter. I want to do this, sure, rectangle. I want this under 4. That's some decent looking eyes right there. Heck yeah. Then I'm gonna go to create another folder for the whites of the eyes. Out a little bit, change it to blue. Another folder, do this. And then the last thing I think I want to do involving the eyes Add glow. A little bit of flare in there. All right. For those folks who zoom in. Well, that's a character done. Jeez, I wasn't expecting that. Oh, right. I have to do the secondary lightings on everything, too. So, yes, the character... me, myself, and I is not technically done, because I have to add other light sources. I have a whole sticky note here. Or where is it? It's somewhere. It's one of these sticky note pads where it's like I have other light sources I need to think about. The lasers... reflect light off of the ice back here. There's actually some fire that was actually I turned off so it can work. So there's a lot more I need to do, and I might darken some stuff up. I might make some of the darker areas Bear King next. Heck yeah. I actually might make some of these darker areas darker. I'm not quite getting the light vibe I was going for originally, so I might make a couple of adjustments there. But overall, I mean, this is a really good start. Go ahead and hit Control S on that. And now I think I need to go eat something. So let's raid. Let's give somebody a raid here. I'm gonna get something to eat, and then I think I'm gonna chill. Take some time to relax. Again. Oh, I need to do some... Ow! Thank you, Typhon. I need to do some stuff around the house, actually, as well. Panda Pat, actually. I haven't rated Panda Pat. What is Panda Pat up to? Poppy playtime? Oh, it's horror. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'm not gonna... I don't know if I want to send all of you into horror. Mayhaps not. We'll raid Anura doing some Apex. We'll show Panda Pat some love another day. So let's go ahead, set up a quick raid message here. What is the raid message? Okay, we're working on some art. All right. Actually, wait, I know what I want to do. There it is. Art Bonk raid. All right, there's the raid message. All right, thank you all. While I set this up, I'll go ahead and go to the ending screen. So thank you all for hanging out. I know it was a bit delayed tonight. I can't promise it won't happen again, but I'll be sure to, if I do delay myself because I'm playing with Shira, I will make an announcement and have a proper host going so you can also interact, because I will more than likely be in voice chat there. So, we'll help her boost her viewer count, give her some support, and we'll still all be able to interact. I feel like that's for the best. And don't forget, if you want to see that silly video, it's a dumb April Fool's. Don't expect much. Be in the Discord, !Discord. Feel free to pop in, hang out, and yeah, I'll catch you all on the next one. Tomorrow is gonna be some 3D modeling. I'm gonna set up the references, and we're gonna do some more. Stick to the schedule. Do some modeling. Get some practice in. You need it. So yeah, tomorrow's 3D modeling. Anyway, I'm dragging this on for way longer. Bye.